Bills today.
You bet. And sitting next to the Craig man, I got to like this.
Thank you very much. Good to be here. Good to be here.
Maybe you can be here a little more often. Maybe other people will take time off and we can get you in. But yeah,
We'll try.
A great game for the Bills. We have a lot of Bills fans down here, as you well are aware, and I think you are a Buffalo fan, are you not?
No, but that's all right, Jay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Thanks a lot. You know, back on October 7th, the Buffalo Bills and Kansas City Chiefs got together in Arrowhead Stadium. Monday night affair, national TV audience. Buffalo came in unbeaten. The Bills left with a loss as Kansas City beat them 33-6. In that game, the Chiefs controlled the football for more than 44 minutes. The Bills' motto since then, don't get mad, get even. That's what they tried to do today. AFC playoff game. Let's take you to the highlights at Rich Stadium. And 80,000 on hand. And you think the Buffalo fans were ready for this one? That looked like Craig Stevens earlier today. Not really. Jim Kelly got the hometown team going early. His touchdown pass to Andre Reed made it 7-0, 25-yard scoring toss. And the second, Kelly and Reed hook up again from 53 yards. It was 14-0 Buffalo. Now, the big play in the second quarter happened as Cornelius Bennett just crushed Steve DeBerg. DeBerg, as you can see, in just a little pain. He was out. His replacement, Mark Vlasic, came in and threw 4 interceptions. In the third quarter, Kelly goes to James Lofton for 9 yards. Kelly threw for 273 yards. The Bills' offense totals 448 yards. The Bills roll over the Chiefs to advance to the AFC title game. Final this afternoon, 37-14.
The reason we won today like we did, we didn't think of it as a revenge type thing. We just went out and played our game and played the best we can, and every facet of the game played well.
We thought one thing we had to do today was go deep on them some to make sure we did loosen them up and have them respect our long ball.
You know, we have a big play offense, and we can strike it any time, whether it's the pass or the run, so we really didn't get worried about not having to run right then and there. You know, we knew at a certain time that they were going to change their defense, and we were going to exploit the run, and we did.
So next week, this is what the AFC Championship game will look like. Denver and Buffalo. This will be the second meeting of the season. Remember back, the Bills beat the Broncos 29-28 in that game. Buffalo scored 20 points in a minute 30. The other NFL playoff game going on, Detroit with a comfortable advantage that late in the third. Highlights and comments from that game on the Late Sports. In other NFL news, it did not take long for former Tampa Bay head coach Richard Williamson to find a job. Williamson is now going to Cincinnati to be on the sidelines of the Bengals. He's going to be the wide receivers coach. What's ironic about that is he's leaving one 3-13 team and going to another 3-13 team. In college football news, Bruce Snyder led the California Golden Bears to a number 8 ranking, 10-2 record, and 37-13 win in the Citrus Bowl over Clemson. You think it'd be good enough to keep him in California? Evidently not. Snyder is going to take the job at Arizona State. Also in the running was Stanford's Dennis Green. The biggest thing was the money. You see, at California, Snyder was making $250,000. At Arizona State, he's going to make between $500,000 and $600,000. College basketball this afternoon, we check it out. Bobby Cremins and the Yellow Jackets from Georgia Tech hosting Maryland. And John Berry, son of Rick, with a nice bucket. He had 13. The Yellow Jacks own the boards. Out rebounding the Terps 48-33. James Forrest had 15. Georgia Tech led by 7 at half. And on the break, Malcolm Mackey finishes it off. He had 14. The Yellow Jackets beat the Terps. Final on the scoreboard, 92-67. Only one other score, Arizona by 19 against Santa Clara. To the NBA, and last night the misery continued for the Magic as they visited Denver. Orlando rookie Chris Cruciani with a nice move. He had 10. And then look at Big Stanley Roberts down low. Magic led 44-38 at half, but the Nuggets came on strong in the third and fourth quarters. Greg Cadillac Anderson had 21, and the big fella owned the boards. He had 19 rebounds. Denver beats Orlando 93-91, the Magic 16th straight loss. Meanwhile, last night out in the West Coast in Sacramento, the Heat and Kings getting together. The Spudster led Sacramento with 24, but the Heat out-rebounded the Kings 56-39. Grant Long from a long ways out, he had 19. Glenn Rice, the big story, he had 11 in the third quarter, 22 for the game. The Heat snap a 4-game slide as they beat the Kings 110-97. And let's stay in Sacramento where, well, you play a little game. You get a bat, you get some people from the stands, you go around as fast as you want, and then you have to run down and try to make a hoop. Now, this guy wasn't too bad, but I like this next guy the best. Well, he kind of looks like John Belushi from Animal House. He takes a roll. Ah, yes, Craig. There's nothing like fun at the old NBA games. But, you know, Craig, you pay $40 to get into a game. You got to get something for it.
Most of us pay $40 to get into it.
Hey, wait a minute. Now, I get in for press passes. I still have to work for my games.
Okay, Jay. Thanks very much. We'll see you back here tonight. Coming up next on Eyewitness News.